Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Mario Kart 8 project. Today we're going to be actually finishing up the remaining courses from the base game of Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. We're going to be covering the Special Cup and the Lightning Cup. Obviously though, there are way more cups in this game, so there'll be more to talk about in future weekends. Or mostly just next weekend, but as far as this is concerned, let's go ahead and pick our characters. So, first of all, we have the Special Cup. You know, as much as I freaking hate this character and that this character even exists in the first place, let's get it over with. Let's play as freaking Pink Gold Peach. Guys, why is she a character? Why? Why? You know what? Let's use the P-Wing. How does this compare to others? It's faster, less acceleration and handling and stuff, but also, yeah, Pink Gold Peach is pretty heavy as a character. It's probably the pink gold that she's surrounded in. I don't know. Let me see if I can get... You know what? Let's go with Blue Falcon instead. No, let's not. I almost forgot. There's something I want to save that for. Let's see. Anything else? We could use the gold standard, I guess, or... Let's use the sneaker. Yeah, let's use the sneaker, I guess. As far as tires, let's give something with a little more acceleration and handling, because we might need it. Yeah, we'll use the roller tires, and... I don't know... We'll use the parafoil. And let's go ahead and get started with the Special Cup. So what do we got this time in the Special Cup? First truck we have is Cloud Top Cruise. This is a pretty interesting course. Honestly, this is probably... I want to say this is probably my favorite track from this cup. Although the third track is pretty cool too, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. But yeah, this is kind of like a beanstalk, airship, cloud hybrid, I guess. Sky is the theme, I suppose. Best way to explain it. Let's see. Oh, man. Definitely need to get used to this combo. I think we can do it though. I think we can do it. We just need to focus, guys. We just need to focus on the mission ahead of us. And see, we're already in first place, so we should be fine. When you get to this section right here, obviously look out. There'll be lightning that'll be striking these boost pads. So if you see a boost pad lighting up, stay away from it. That's the best advice I can give you here. There are some neat little shortcuts you can take on this little section here, but be very careful. That's a really easy section to fall off on, so just make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing. As far as Pink Gold Peach's rivals, oh, it's very simple. Her rival's Metal Mario. I guess that would make sense. Oh, come on, guys. Don't be that way. They literally just stole my frickin' items there. My items. Items that were designated for me and me only. I don't approve of that game. I've never approved. Never will I ever approve. Okay, I just did not even take my own advice right there. Also, Blue Shell... Oh, they took my freaking items again. I specifically waited in front of that item pack just so I could get that when the freaking Blue Shell was over. And then freaking Lemmy Koopa used a damn super horn on me. My God, this track is being like really mean to me right now. I only have 2 coins, and that's only because I just used a coin item. Let's get some more coins. I say as I just avoid every single coin. Okay. Be careful now. Let's not do anything stupid. Like hit that boost pad that was lighting up. Let's blow up Metal Mario. Also, yeah, I like how the music has like a little bit of shoot, what's the name of that? Wind Garden from Super Mario Galaxy in that. Gusty Garden Galaxy for those who want a better reference to the song I'm talking about. Anyway, track number 2, we have Bone Dry Dunes. This is a desert track, and while I do appreciate kind of like the darker, like sunset type of like setting for this track, this is a very rough track. There's a lot of really awkward turns, especially near the ending, and even like right here. That piranha plant that was in that little section before this can also kind of throw you off too if you're not prepared for it. Then you have this final section while you're kind of driving through this part. You gotta make sure you don't take that turn too wide, otherwise other players will kind of capitalize on your little lagging, I guess. Man, I don't know what it is. Like, I just can't think of the right words for commentary right now. But yeah, this can definitely be a very rough track. It can very easily get away from you and go wrong, like, before you're even ready for it. So you just gotta be very, very careful with it. Anyway, we are in first place. Oh, this is only the second lap, though. There's just not a lot to really say about this, honestly. It's just a desert course with weird turns. I guess it's also kind of cool to see, like, all the bones kind of, like, around the track. Like, this is almost like a desert island where maybe dinosaurs went extinct or something. I guess that's kind of a cool little mindset. But yeah, just kind of a rough track to race on sometimes. It's very easy for the Mario Kart gods to start laughing at you and having fun with your pain and misfortune. Oh shoot. Honestly, was that a good thing? I don't know. I did get 2 items here. That can maybe help. Oh, come on! I didn't realize he had a red shell, too. That was very unfortunate. So yeah, I'm going to take 4th place there. I had a really good plan for that. I was going to hope I could get through Roy so I could throw the shell at whoever was in front of him. But then that red shell he had just threw me off, and then I hit that, and then I just lost my shell as a result, and the ending of that race just went very, very wrong for me. But hey, what can you expect from Bone Dry Dunes? Next up, we have the Bowser Castle for this game. This is a pretty cool castle, not gonna lie. Honestly, this is probably my favorite Bowser's Castle, thinking about it. I just really like the idea they had for this one. And the music is freaking awesome. Like, I love the music for this track. I know we at Puddle Plains like to call this Bowser's Heavy Metal Castle. And, you know, just a perfect name for it. Uses the anti-gravity very well, has some really, really cool sections. It's what you would expect from a Bowser's Castle level, honestly. And, you know, I just feel like Pink Gold Peach and Metal Mario should not be racing on this track. I feel like they'd melt with just how close they get to lava. It's definitely not safe. I mean, I guess to be fair, it's not safe for anyone who would be here right now. I know Bowser has a little obsession with lava, but even then... obsessions should not influence your safety, I guess. Sometimes that, like, swinging mace can be a little annoying to avoid. You gotta be prepared for that sometimes when you're not expecting it. Also, watch out for that fist! Nope, get away from me, Lakitu. Now is not the time for you to stop officiating and stealing a race from me. That's not how this is going to work. Who's behind me right now? Lakitu again? Come on, Lakitu. We just went over this. You're going to stop. And I'm gonna win. It's that simple. And Metal Mario's gonna get like 15th place, even though there's only 12 racers. Because I want him to be as far back as possible. Oh my god. Lakitu? Okay, who the hell was that? Oh man, that was close. I almost got punched. It's not Metal Mario, though, is it? Oh, no! Damn it, I had that! I really, really had that. Oh, come on! Frickin' red shell. I would have been fine if I did not hit that banana. That banana screwed me. That banana got me good. Oh, well. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the finale. The finale of the base game, I guess. I mean, I guess there's two finales if you count the retro track. But here we have Rainbow Road. This track is really hard. I'd say this is probably one of the hardest tracks of the game. Like, I think it's hard regardless of your kart combination. There's just a lot of very tight turns. And, you know... it's basically what you'd expect from a finale course. It's just that incredibly high challenge and whatnot. I will say I do really like the aesthetic of this course, but I just do not enjoy racing here. I don't know what it is. I think of all the rainbow roads in this game. And yes, there's more than one. There may even be more than two. Hint, hint, hint. This is just the one I'd have the least amount of fun racing on. But it does look cool. I think as a compromise, instead of calling this Rainbow Road, I think they should have called this, like, Rainbow Station. And then, like, the one in Mario Kart 7, I think they should have called that one Rainbow Galaxy. Because the Mario Kart 7 one was not just a rainbow road. You were racing, like, in space. You went on planetoids and stuff. I feel like that would have been a good Rainbow Galaxy. And this, because, I mean, you are on a rainbow road pretty much the whole time, except, like, right here. I just think Rainbow Station would be a better name for it. Because it's not all Rainbow Road. It's not. There's other sections to it. Not every track needs to be called Rainbow Road, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. Not that it matters too much, I mean, whatever. Mario Kart developers can do whatever they want as long as they keep making incredibly fun games. But just my 2 cents. I know that me and Puddle Plains for a while we called this track Spaceport Beta because in Diddy Kong Racing there's a course called Spaceport Alpha. So you're like, okay, well you're kind of racing at like a a bit of a station or something. We'll just call it Spaceport Beta. Now here's the thing, which course do I enjoy more, this or Spaceport Alpha? Probably Spaceport Alpha, honestly. But I love Diddy Kong Racing. Also, what the hell happened there? I need to win this, don't I? Also, there's the Piranha Plant. We haven't seen that yet. Yay, Piranha Plant. Take me to victory. Oh, that would have been so tight if I actually... Did Lap 2 just steal that second place from me with a damn super horn? I think he did. Oh my god. I mean, I wouldn't have won regardless. Like, Roy was going to win this regardless, this race. And, like, I wouldn't have been able to beat him if he won. So, whatever. We got 3rd place overall. Bronze trophy. We'll redeem ourselves later. Although we could be playing this on 200cc, so maybe I won't redeem myself later, but... Oh well. It's not about getting first. It's about having a good time and showcasing these courses for you guys. That honestly was just a very rough session, all things considered. I got very lucky at the ends of pretty much all 3 tracks. All 3 remaining tracks. Cloud Top Cruise was the only course that went well for me. But yeah, that's the Special Cup. That's the Special Cup. Now, will we get credits for this? If we do, I'm skipping them. Hey, credits. Yeah, we're skipping them. We'll see these later, don't worry. Honestly, that's another thing. I might need to do things in a specific order so we actually end with that Rainbow Road. So I might actually do the DLC, in quotes, courses before I do that course, just to make sure that we end with the credits. But yeah, that's the Special Cup. Let's go ahead and move on to the next cup now. Let's go back to Grand Prix 150. I really don't know who to play as now. I guess we'll play as Metal Mario since he's kind of a classic retro character, I guess. And let's give him a better vehicle. Tri-Speeder, that sounds like something he would drive. Metal Tires, that also sounds like something he would drive. Oh my god, look at these stats. Can I at least get better acceleration? Maybe not. Is it just that? Like, what's giving him so... Okay, I guess it's the tires. Okay, let's give him metal this, and let's focus on, like, giving him something else. Not the pipe frame, we already used that. Already used that. We'll give him the City Tripper. This will kind of balance his stats out a little bit. Oh, Peach Parasol? No, we're not using that. Any metal-like things? You know what? Let's use one of the... Because, I mean, there's 2 Hyrule gliders here. We'll give him the Hylian Kite. And then we'll use the Paraglider when we get to Link. Which will be soon. Because right here. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to the Lightning Cup. Go to the Lightning Cup and see what courses we have this time. First up, we have Tick Tock Clock from Mario Kart DS. This track is really fun. I'm glad they brought this track back. This was definitely one of my favorites from Mario Kart DS. So it was good to see this track again. And honestly, I feel like they don't really even change it that much. The biggest thing they change is kind of something at the very end. But for the most part, a large part of it is pretty much the same. Just a few little anti-gravity sections added throughout. I think even like a few ramps are added too. Obviously, you have this hand glider section, which I think works well for this section right here. And you can actually even get a little boost on the ends of those gears, which is kind of neat. This is the section that kind of gets changed. There is like a shortcut you can take right there, but it's very, very awkward. Honestly, it's hard to even say if it's even worth trying to take that shortcut. If you're confident, I guess you probably should, but if you're not, then you probably don't even have to worry about it. I guess I'll give it a shot on this next lap, just because I have nothing to lose, I guess. Except my dignity, but, like, whatever. That's been kind of touch and go for a while now, anyway. So let's see. Well, first of all, these guys need to stop hitting me. So let's see. Yeah, you need to, like, drive on this and then ramp up this. Like, yeah, I just don't think that's really worth it. I don't know. Hard to say. Again, if it's one of those things where if you, like, race this enough and you take that shortcut enough, you might have a feel for it. Especially if you have a specific combination that works for you that will make that jump easier. But I think just casually, if you have a lead like I do, like, don't risk it. I think that's a pretty obvious thing to say. And of course, when you get to these, definitely use the boost. What? Where did she come from? Rosalina, you got some splaining to do. Man, I guess I'm just, like, have bad luck on Sundays. The Sunday videos are the ones that give me the most trouble. Okay, Piranha Plant Slide, another 3DS track, which means not a lot changed between the original version and this version. Really, the only thing that changed was just some sections are more prone to anti-gravity, and that's really about it. But again, we've been over this rant before. There's just not a lot that needed changing, I guess. I will say, I am kind of surprised that this course was chosen, just because, I don't know. When I think of Mario Kart 7, I don't really think of Piranha Plant Slide. Music Park, definitely. I can definitely understand them bringing that one back. But I don't know, I think they could have, like, maybe done well, maybe bringing, like, Shy Guy's Bazaar or something back. Maybe one of the Maka tracks, like the Maka Woohoo, Maka Loop tracks. Wario's Shipyard, I think that could have been done very well with anti-gravity. I know some of my friends are going to heavily disagree, but I think, like, Rosalina's Ice World could have been maybe interesting if they, you know, did some anti-gravity stuff. Because, you know, when you think of Rosalina, you think of Galaxy and, like, all that stuff. Maybe with Rosalina's Ice World, they could have added some really cool, like, anti-gravity stuff in it, and that would have made it pretty unique. I don't know, just some ideas I had. For the most part, though, this track is pretty much more of the same of what you saw in Mario Kart 7. Okay, so another thing I haven't really discussed yet in regards to the anti-gravity, you may have actually been seeing me do this a lot, like during this playthrough so far. And especially if you don't know why I'm doing it, I guess it would make no sense. If you've played this game, you know exactly why. But whenever you're in anti-gravity mode, you can actually get boosts if you happen to basically do a trick or just kind of like bump into like another character, or in some cases, like if there's like some kind of like structure in the middle of the track. If you like bump into it and do a trick, you actually will get a small little speed boost while you're doing that. So that's why whenever you're in the anti-gravity sections, you might see me kind of try to get close to other players because I want to get that little speed boost off of them. Something I didn't really even talk about or discuss before, so I feel like I should have probably done that. So there you go. I'm gonna get sniped here, aren't I? Nope. Okay, good. Not this time, Rosalina. Not this time. Wow. Rosalina and baby Rosalina are in this race. Talk about time paradox. Okay, well that's that track. Next one we have, I think it's the one I think it is. Yep, Grumble Volcano from Mario Kart Wii. This track. I was never really much of a fan of this track in Mario Kart Wii. And I think I'm even less of a fan of it here. I think mainly due to difficulty. But I mean, like, what? This was like a Star Cup track in Mario Kart Wii, so I mean, it's understandable that it's difficult. But I don't know, I think that it's just, you know, you definitely got to have the right combination, as usual. I feel like that's going to the case for a lot of tracks I'm not crazy about. But hey, I'm a very simple guy when it comes to that stuff. I just need something that works with my setup and I'm good. I can cruise and I can feel good doing it. But, you know, when you're kind of using stuff you're not comfortable with, on a track you're not comfortable with, it can definitely lead to a very awkward experience. But yeah, I mean, course is pretty similar to how it is in Mario Kart Wii. Every time you complete a lap, part of the track will actually disappear, which will give you a bit of an extra challenge as you're racing through here. And like, I feel like it's definitely way more noticeable in this one. Like, I don't know what it is, it just seems like more of the track is missing this time around, which does make it pretty hard to deal with. There's frickin' Rosalina in front of me again. I'm trying to snipe her with a banana, but that's probably not smart. I should probably try to keep them for when I am in first if I need to. And see, that just threw me off. It was sinking down, I didn't realize. Okay, here we go. Watch this, I'm gonna be an asshole. Well, I can't now. Yeah, I can. There. I had her hit a banana peel. I'm such a jerk. Wait, how is she already back in first? She must have like high acceleration or something. Or at least this setup of hers does, maybe. I also have 0 coins, so she's got to be keeping up with me top speed wise. She's also like kind of considered like, I don't want to say she's like a heavy character, but you know, in terms of her weight stat, it's definitely greater than other characters. So because of that, she's probably more prone to top speed, is what I'm getting at. But she might be one of those characters that has like, you know, maybe not the highest weight, so because of that, she has a, you know, still the top speed of most heavy characters, but maybe not to the full extent. I don't know. I don't know the best way to describe it. Kind of like a light heavyweight character, I guess, is what she'd be classified as. Or maybe even like a heavy medium character. Okay, I actually just checked the document. Yeah, she's, of the heavy characters, she's definitely, like, the lightest, along with Link and King Boo. So, let's do another Rainbow Road track, shall we? This is Nintendo 64 Rainbow Road, and this is actually a section track. I don't know why it is, though, because honestly, this is a very short track. It was the longest track in Nintendo 64, don't get me wrong. But I feel like just in general, like, this game's a lot faster, and I feel like they did kind of trim some of what made the 64 version so long. So really, this is just like one of the quickest tracks in the game. It looks really, really cool, though. Like, you still have some of the, like, the constellations in the background, like were in the original. You have this cool train that comes along and throws coins, or even sometimes even stars at you, just items in general. And it just looks really, really nice. And they changed the chain chomps and the bouncing chain chomps. Honestly, just a really, really cool looking course. I just wish it was a bit longer because, yeah, now that it's a section track, like, we're already almost done. We're on the final leg of the track already. I just think it didn't need to be a section track. It's not too long. And even if it was, I mean, it's the finale of the frickin' retro courses. So what if it's long? It's supposed to be the finale. It's Rainbow Road. All the Rainbow Road tracks are long. At least it's not like as frickin' long as the N64 one was. And I also just like this ending stretch right here, too. Kind of like a nice little straightaway to celebrate the ending, and there we go. That's it. That's it for the Lightning Cup. Had that one little hiccup at the very beginning, or not really the beginning, but in the second track, but... Was it the second, or was it the third? Or was it even the first? It was the first track. Yeah, it was Tick-Tock Clock. And wow, they actually showed Grumble Volcano for the highlight track for some reason. I guess there were some cool parts of this, I guess. So that's going to be a 2-star ranking. Better than the frickin' third place trophy I got in the last cup, I guess, but... You know, it is what it is. I think it'll show the credits again, so let's again skip this. Don't want to see this yet. And, yeah. That's going to do it for this video, so thank you for watching, guys. Next weekend, we're going to be taking a look at some DLC stuff, or at least what was DLC stuff for Mario Kart 8 when that first came out. So we'll be taking a look at the, for next Saturday, we'll be taking a look at the Egg Cup and the Triforce Cup. And then on Sunday, we'll be taking a look at the Crossing Cup and the Bell Cup. So, see you guys then. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.